Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. PokeEye here. I want to kind of tell you guys what my thought process when it comes to Surging Sparks. I just finished watching Phillips Collectibles video a couple of hours ago, and I definitely kind of agree with him on that particular issue, or I guess that set, not an issue. He mentioned some other sets. I don't really care about any of those. I'm just going to talk about what I purchased, why I purchased it, and what my plan is. And if you find any of this interesting, hit the like button, subscribe, you know the stuff, yada yada. All right, so we're gonna start off with Surging Sparks, okay, with the ETBs. I bought these because last year, like November, December, I was very new to the scene, didn't know what was going on. I was just kind of buying things that I like, and I kind of fell into these. And so I ended up buying like 5 of these on eBay, and I just looked up my average cost. It was about $74 for each individual one, and now they're going for about $120. And then, so I bought 5 on eBay, and then I bought 5 more at a con that I went to, and I got all those for $60 each. So I got a steal on those. And so my thought process and my goal with this is to match my thesis. I don't want to hold on to things. At first I thought I wanted to collect some certain things. There are things I want to collect. There are some few things I would like to invest, but my goal is to build enough money so that way I can afford things I really want in life. So unfortunately, I'm going to get rid of all this stuff, especially these things. So all 10 of them. I've sold 2. I mentioned that in a video for about $110. And then I ended up doing a refund. Explained that in a video for that too. So I learned a lesson with that. But both of those had like little rips and tears in them. So I just tried to get rid of them really quick. So I have 8 more left. So my current goal is to continue my thesis, make it simple. Once they go up in value, then I'll kind of let them go. So my goal right now, they're $120 each. I'm gonna wait till about $145, $150, and then hopefully what I'm gonna do is probably just sell them as a lot. So there's 8 more left. Just gonna gotta get rid of all of those. I do have some booster boxes. I bought 3 of these. All 3 of these I got from eBay. 2 of them I got a pretty good deal. They were $235. And I bought a third one for about $245 when I looked at it too. And I didn't realize, because at the time I didn't really care, but I had the shipping on it was pretty massive on the last one that I bought. So I ended up spending like $280, which really jacked up my average cost. So my average cost is about $250 for all 3 together, which is okay because that's about the going rate right now for the booster boxes. And then all 3 that I have are pretty good condition. This is the one that's probably the least cleanest. It's got, I guess, a little dent there, but as honestly, all booster boxes pretty much have dents in them of some form or fashion. So not really sweating it too much, and I guess the markings are coming off on it too. But anyway, so I got 3 of these. My average cost on these are about $250. I'm gonna be slower selling these. I think I'll do with these. Since I only have 3, I think it makes it a little harder to sell these as a lot. I'll make a decision of whether I'm going to do like gradual or try to sell them as a lot. But I think my goal is if Phantasmal Flames can get up to pretty close to $400, I don't see why this can't either. I've watched enough videos at this point to know that Surging Sparks was the catalyst to a lot of this bull market that we're experiencing. And yeah, a lot of like vending machines, I've heard that too, or like it's still coming out, and that's why the price is kind of suppressed. But at some point it's gonna go up. It's Pikachu, right? And so I think what I'll do is I'll make a full decision, stick to my thesis, make it simple. I'll either try to sell them together as a lot, thinking about a value that's over $1,000, or I'll do it individually as a gradual step. So that's what I'll do with that. And then I have 2 PC ETBs for Surging Sparks. Same thing, I didn't really think about like the future of like selling these things. So my average cost was about a little over $220 for those, which is okay because now the last time I looked it up was like $270, so I'm sure the price is still around there. So it wasn't a bad entry, but I definitely could have got better entries than all these. If at the time my goal was to do what I'm doing now. My goal then was just like collect things and keep it as an investment and then sell it in the future. But now my whole thesis has kind of changed. I'm not holding on to anything. I don't want to be caught in the end of the cycle, whenever that may be, whether it be next year or the year after. I do think this cycle is going to go for a while, especially just learning that, the numbers are less cards that were made this year. I think that tells a pretty good story of what to expect for the continuation of this year at least. And then next year we'll see what happens, and then the year after that we'll see what happens. But for now, my goal is just to kind of make price targets, sell those, accumulate wealth, and then when new sets come out, right now it's an easy time because you can kind of buy them while they're bottoming out, and then they just kind of go up in price. So then after about a week, you're gonna make like 20-30% like automatic, depending on the set. So my current thesis, sell things in lots or higher tier values so I can get, when I sell them on either Arizona TCG or Probe Steam, all the places that people don't like. I don't care, I'm trying to make money. So that's, the higher the value, the less I take out of it. So my goal is to try to, stick with that mindset of trying to get into those categories so I can let it go a lot easier, just keep churning and burning. And then since I can't actually churn and burn, like this is my thesis. Like I buy it as low as I can on the secondary market, wait, hold it, very risky. I don't think anyone should do this unless you can financially be able to swallow it in case something stops, especially with this trend of things going up. If it stops and goes down, like you're gonna be stuck with it. So, but my goal is to hold it for a couple of months or so, make specific price targets based on what I see other sets have done, and kind of let them go, especially once, I hit the 50% mark, or when I double my money, or when I triple my money, I'll kind of let these things go. But I'm not going to try to hold on to things and be like, oh, I think I can get a 5X out of this. Because honestly, at this point, it's harder to get those. I'm buying things off the secondary market, not for MSRP. If I was able to buy things from MSRP, I think that's different. You can have those conversations with yourself where you can like look for 5X or 8X, but like I'm done. Like there's not much else I can do from the secondary market because the price is already jacked up. So I have to be more realistic, and I don't know when this is going to end. So I don't want to be the last person holding these items when this ends. Okay, so that's my thesis and that's my goal when it comes to Surging Sparks. I think Phillips Collectible is kind of right. This set is definitely overlooked, and so I don't know if I'm looking for more opportunities when it comes to Surging Sparks now. If I run to a good deal, I'm definitely going to pick it up, especially if it's under $250 for a booster box. And then ETBs, I think that's kind of just, I think I've already missed a boat with that. So I'm not going to really focus with that because like I said, my lowest buying was $60 for half of these. And they're, the price for these are already at $120. So I'm not going to buy into that because it doesn't make any sense. My goal now is to sell so I can buy into different sets that I want, like Chaos Rising and Pitch Black. And then update on Chaos Rising, I purchased 2 cases. Average cost of $225. Saw a deal, snagged it up. So I got 2 cases on the way with that. And then with Pitch Black, I went to GameStop. I know people don't like GameStop, but they allow you to buy 4 if you have like their power thing for $90, which sounds expensive, but I think that set's gonna do really well. And I don't really think ETBs are gonna get lower than that really. Like Chaos Rising is struggling to get under $90 right now for ETBs. So anyway, so I bought 8 total because they allow you to buy 4 once per day, which I don't know if a lot of people know that. Anyway, so I bought, one like a couple of days ago and bought, or a set of 4 a couple of days ago and I bought another set of 4 today too. So my goal is to buy products, hold them for a while, watch them go up in value at specific marks. I'll set that up. I'll let you guys know when I let them go and then kind of go from there. And then all the things I collected beforehand when I was just kind of getting used to and learning stuff, I'm gonna let those go too. I already let 2 of the slabs that I purchased. I have one that had returned back. Unfortunately, I guess I actually got it back today. It was actually damaged. It wasn't damaged when I sent it to Arizona TCG, but at some point it got damaged. I wrapped it up before I sent it to them, so I don't really know how it got damaged. So anyway, I had them send that back. I'm just gonna try to sell on my own on eBay so I can get to make the most out of that. And then I'll tell you guys the profit margin I get from that. I'm shooting for around like $200 on that. And then I have Dragonair that's on their site right now on Arizona TCG from 151. And then hopefully that auction is gonna end and I make some profit on that. And I'll tell you guys know what I got from that too when that happens. But anyway, Surging Sparks. definitely the set that I'm kind of invested in. If you think it's a good set, definitely let me know in the comments. If you thoughts, you like what I had to say anyway, you like this channel, you like what I'm kind of saying or what I'm talking about, either come get an eye, come get it, I don't know, let me see your eyes, or subscribe to the channel. It's easier. Thank you. Peace.